Check the feed real quick. Hey, you can straighten up the camera. You're gonna have to squeeze that thing like a trigger and then straight. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Hey, you can straighten up the camera. Watch. You're gonna have to squeeze that thing like a trigger and then straight. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Hey, you can straighten up the camera. Watch. You won't get it running though. You late. You're gonna have to squeeze that thing like a trigger. Hey, Slacky is right about the technical problems, but we here, we're getting it rocking and rolling, man. Let's get a load of hand, man. Hey, Shalom, Israel. We're the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, where we are led by the amazing, commanding General Yohana. Understand? Since 1969, we've been holding it down. We've been the home of the truth since then. And we are not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group. You know what I'm saying? We are the only truth. You know what I'm saying? If you're not in the Isupk, you're not in the truth. We're not affiliated with nobody else, man. We're the true priests, you know what I'm saying, ordained by God to teach the Bible. And that's exactly what this is right now, man. And priests teaching you the Bible. This is the Sunday, Saturday Sabbath service for Houston, Isupk Houston, Isupk Galveston, Isupk Port Arthur, and Isupk Beaumont. You know what I'm saying? Where we go over first and foremost, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? Because in the 10 Commandments, it says, remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. So we remembering that Sabbath is on Saturday instead of Sunday, like our pressure tells us that it is. You know what I'm saying? We keeping it holy by holding on to our customs, man, reading the Hebrew. That's what we're about to get into right now, man. We're about to go into our scriptures. You know what I'm saying? Our holy Bible, our book, black and brown book, a book for us, by us. And we read these scriptures in our native language, the Lashon Kodash, the Hebrew, and they're going to read it in English and break it down. You know what I'm saying? Break down line upon line, here or there a little. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do in the Isupk, man. We not the truth. We the truth for a reason. We're not called the truth for just nothing, man. We do what needs to be done when it comes down to keeping our culture. And yeah, man, we're gonna get rocking and rolling, man. We in the book of Genesis. Let's get the priest up here. So with that, Imadium, which means to stand. Let me get a horn blast after you get your sword. State your name and registry.
Sawadia, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yashala.
Sawadia, Ban Yahawada, Ban Yashala.
Yahaba Shem Yah Shabarakatah.
Yahaba Shem Yah Shabarakatah. Another black shot.
La Yashala.
La Yashala. Got it. Be careful for that cold. All right. Now we're about to get into these prayers, man. So we're going to turn to face east, Sar, which means to turn.
This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Quadash.
Quadash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka. Yahweh. Malak with Ka. Taba'ah. Ratazayaka. Hayah. Aisha. Baratazah. Kawa. Hayah. Bashamayim. Athamanau. Lacham. Kal. Yawam. Wasalaknau. Kawathnau. Kasalaknau. Kawathinau. Wala'ah. Taba'ayinau. Banasai 1. Labal. Hawashayinau. Mayan. Rad. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Wahala. Wahatha Parath. La'awalamya. Aman. In the English. Our Father, which art
in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Thy
kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done
In earth as in heaven.
in earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread,
and forgive us our debts,
and forgive us our debts,
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors,
And lead us not
and lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
This is Hakak, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Ba'ashem Yahushai,
Babakashah.
Babakashah,
Thalanawa.
Lathalanawa,
Hakak.
Hakha,
Hakak.
Hakha,
The
the
Rapa'ah.
Rapa'ah,
Kalmat.
Karmakala,
Wakal Matawat.
Wakal
Hakak.
Hakha,
Latzahar.
Latzahar,
Hamakazariah.
Hamatzariah,
Hakak.
Hakha,
Lahakwayam.
Lahakwayam,
Hamathayam.
Hamathiam,
Hakak.
Hakha,
Arakawat.
Arawath,
Hatama Allah.
Hatama Allah,
Lagarashan.
Lagarashan,
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Ba'ashem Yahushai,
The Wada Amun.
The
Wa'aman. In the English, Yahweh,
Yahweh.
in the name of Yahushai,
In the name of Yahweh,
please give us the power
please give us the power
to heal all manner of sickness
to heal all manner of sickness
and all manner of disease,
and all manner of disease,
the power to cleanse,
the power to cleanse the leper,
the power to raise the dead,
the power to raise the dead,
the power against unclean
the
spirits,
power against unclean spirits,
to cast them out
to cast them out.
in the name of
In
Yahushai.
the name of Yahweh.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
This is bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
B'Hashem Yahushai,
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa,
Wayashra'ala.
Wa'yashala,
Wahabayat Saparian.
Wahabayat Saparian,
Barak.
Barak,
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
B'Hashem Yahushai,
The Wada Amun.
The
the
Wada
Wada
Aman.
Aman. In the English, Yahweh,
Yahweh.
in the name of Yahushai,
In the name of Yahweh,
bless us
us
and Israel
and Israel,
and the school
school.
in the name of
In
Yahushai.
the name of Yahweh.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121 in Hebrew. Asha.
Asha'ab,
Ayanya.
Ayanya,
Al-Haharim.
Al-Haharim,
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'a.
Yaba'ah,
Isariah.
Isariah,
Isariah.
Isariah,
Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Aisha.
Aisha,
Shemayim.
Shemayim,
Wa'aratazah.
Wa'aratazah,
Al-Yathan.
Al-Yathan,
Lamawat.
Lamawat,
Regalka.
Regalka,
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam,
Shamarka.
Shamarka,
Hana.
Hana,
La'a.
La'ah,
Yanawam.
Yanawam,
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah,
Ayashan.
Yayishan,
Shawamar.
Shawamar,
Yashra'ala.
Yasha'ala,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Shamarka.
Shamarka,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Tazalka.
Tazalka, Al-Yad,
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka,
Yawamam.
Yawamam,
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'a.
La'a.
Yakayaka.
Yakayaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Balayala.
Balayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makarai.
Makarai.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Afnapashka.
Afnapashka. Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'afka.
Taza'afka.
Wabawaka. Wabawaka.
Wabawaka.
Ma'aitha.
Ma'aitha. Wa'id Awalam. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From which help?
My help cometh from Yahweh,
My help coming from Yahweh,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Yasha'Allah
he that keepeth Yasha'Allah
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Psalm 83 in the Hebrew. Allahayim.
Ahayim.
All Dami Alakah.
All Dami Alakah.
All Takarash.
All Takarash.
All.
Wa'al.
Tashakwat.
Tashakwat.
All.
All.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Hana.
Hana.
Awayabika.
Awayabika.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahama Yawan.
Wamashana.
Wamashanayaka.
Wamashanaika.
Wamashanayaka.
Nasha'awa.
Sha'awa. Yeah, let me go where you at.
Nasha'awa, right?
You're probably right. Probably different. You go ahead. I'm gonna read after you.
Nasha'awa.
Nasha'awa.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash. I'll.
Amakah.
Amakah.
Ya'aram Yamwa.
Ya'aram Yamwa.
Sawad.
Sawad.
Waya.
Waya.
Taya'ai Tazawa.
Taya'ai Tazawa.
Al Tazapawanyaka.
All Tazawanyaka.
Amarwa.
Marwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakidam.
Wanakakidam.
Magalia.
Magalia.
Wala'a.
Wala.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Sham Yasha'ala.
Iwad.
Iwad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa'ai Tazawa.
Nawa'ai Tazawa.
Lab.
Lab.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Aliyaka.
Aliyaka.
Baryath.
Baryath.
Yakarathwa.
Yakarathwa.
Ahaya.
Ahaya.
Adawam.
Adawam. Waya Shemai Aliyam.
Wayashamai Yam.
Waya Shemai Aliyam.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagarian.
Wahagarim.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
It's like Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalak.
Palashah.
Palashah.
Am Yashabia.
Am Yeshabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gum Ashawar.
Gum Ashawar.
Nalawat.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
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 Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Labanya.
Labanya. Labanya Lawat.
It's like Labanya Yalawat.
Yalawat.
Salat.
Salah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Laham.
Laham.
Kamadian.
Kamadian.
Kasiyasara.
Kasiyasara.
Kayad.
Kayabi.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Koyashawan.
Koyashawan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Ba'ayan.
Bayan the Ira.
Bayan the Ira.
Bayan the Ira.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Daman.
Ladma.
La Arma.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa. Nadiamawa.
Nanayabawa.
Nadiamawa.
Kairabwa.
Ka'irab. Wakaza Abba.
Kairab.
Ka'irab. Wakaza Abba.
Wakaza Abba.
Wakaza Abba.
Wakaza Bak.
Wakaza Bak.
Wakatazlamanai.
Wakatazalmanai.
Karnasiya Kamwa.
Called Nasiya Kamwa.
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Amarwa. How about Harlem? Oh, yes, missing.
That's, Naya Rasha. Yeah, Naya Rasha.
Damn, they missing Prince in this boy.
You did Isupk?
Yeah, mine is missing. I'm gonna just repeat after you. I hold it down.
Naya Rasha.
Naya Rasha,
Lanawa.
Lanawa,
Ath.
Ath,
Nawath.
Nawath,
Alahaya.
Alahaya,
Alahaya.
Alahaya,
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa,
Kagagala.
Kagagala,
Kakwash.
Kakwash,
Lapanya.
Lapanya,
Rakat.
Rakwa,
Kaash.
Kaash,
Tabaira Yaira.
Tabaira Yaira,
Wakala Ba.
Wakala Haba,
Talahat.
Talahat,
Hari.
Harya,
Khan.
Khan,
Taradapma.
Tharama,
Basa Irika.
Basa Arika,
Wabasa Pasta.
Wabasa Wapaka,
Tabahalam.
Tabahalam,
Mala'a.
Mala'a,
Panyaham.
Panyaham,
Palawan.
Qualawan,
Wayabakwashwa.
Wayabakwashwa,
Shamka.
Shamka,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa, Yabahawa,
Wayaba'awa.
Wayabahawa,
Ayai.
Adi,
Wayakaparwa.
Wayakaparwa,
Wayabadwa.
Wayabawa,
Wayadaiwa.
Waya the Iowa,
It's like Wayada Iowa.
Waya the Iowa,
Kaya.
Kaya,
Atha.
Ata,
Shamka.
Shamka,
Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Labaka.
Labadka,
All Yawan.
All you want,
All Kaharataza.
all Kaharataza. In the English. Keep not thou silence.
Keep not thy silence.
Hold my power.
O my power,
Hold not thy peace.
hold not thy peace,
And be not still.
and be not still.
O my power.
O my power,
For lo,
for lo,
thine enemies make a tumult,
thine enemies may come up,
and they that hate thee
and they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
come,
come,
and let's cut them off
and
Let's cut them off.
from being a nation,
from being a nation,
that the name of Israel
that the name of Israel
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom
The tabernacles of Edom
and the Ishmaelites
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab
of Moab
and the Hagarines,
and the Hagarenes,
Gabal
Gabal
and Ammon
and Ammon
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines
the Philistines
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined with them.
Also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
as the brook of Kison,
at the brook of Kison,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb
Make their nobles like Arel
and like Zeeb.
and like Zeed.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princes as Zabah
all their princes as Zabah
and as Zalmunna,
and as Zamunna,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to ourselves
the houses of the power
the houses of the power
and possession.
in possession.
O my power,
O my power,
make them like the wheel,
make them like the wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burneth the wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
So persecute them
and make them afraid with thy storm.
and make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled forever.
and troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou
that the name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
Sorry. Yeshabium, you may be seated. I got you. You got it. Wow. I'm gonna get that cat. While I get the cat in there, let's get him prayers a hand, man. Just the kid. I ain't what. That cat got the house.
She up from the ground? That's crazy. I'm covered.
Yeah, Most High in Christ for them prayers, man. Even when, you know what I'm saying, coming stumbling and, you know what I'm saying, mispronunciating words, you still feel the spirit of them prayers, man. We need the Most High to get us out of this hell, just as he's done before. That's what makes them prayers so beautiful. It's like you again, you know what I'm saying, on my behalf and on behalf of my brethren. You know what I'm saying, we got to get the prayers printed up right. So, you know what I'm saying, but still, you know what we trying to say. The Most High knows. We say them prayers every week. Brothers and sisters in the Isupk is tired of this hell. So we're gonna make it known. You know what I'm saying, we gonna do what it takes for the most high to send Yahushua back down here so we can get us out of this condition. So we're gonna stop, we're gonna kill that old man. We're gonna stop, you know what I'm saying, being carnal, you know what I'm saying, feeding our flesh, and we're gonna serve the Lord. Because, you know what I'm saying, the Lord sending Yahushua is the only way we're gonna get out of this hell. Most High in Christ. So what we're about to do now is we're about to read in the Hebrew. We left off at Genesis chapter 50, verse 19. We're about to get in Genesis chapter 50 and 19 in the Hebrew. If you want to read the Hebrew along with us, you're welcome to do so. We use an app called Bible Hub. Shalaki. We use Bible Hub app. In the Bible Hub app, you can download it on the Google store or iPhone store or whatever. And when you get the Bible Hub app, you open it, click on Bible, and then you're gonna see some columns, not columns, but rows. You know, the horizontal, whichever one is horizontal. You're gonna see horizontal columns or whatever. It's gonna have different versions of the Bible. You're gonna make sure you're gonna see that, and you're gonna click INT. You shouldn't need to click KJV, but if you do, click KJV. So when you click INT, it goes to the interlinear, which is the original language of the Bible, which when it was originally written. When you click that INT, you go back to the top of the app and pick your book, chapter, and verse. So where it says John, I'm gonna click John, go to Genesis. Then it's gonna say 1 and 1. I'm gonna go to click that and go to 19. It's like 50 and 19. And then you're gonna see the Hebrew populate. Because in the Old Testament, the original text was the Hebrew, which is the native language of the Israelites. And that's what this brother's about to read right now. Don't read the blue. The blue is the Yiddish for the small hat man. You know what I'm saying? That's not him, and we are not them. You know, that's not us, and we are not them. So we do things that we supposed to. This is our culture, not the culture that they appropriate. So we read in the Hebrew, black, those symbols. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different language. And this brother's about to get into it. Whenever you're ready, Al.
In the Hebrew, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 50, verse 19. Wayamar, Alahayim, Yawasap, Al, Thayara, Awa, Kaya, Hatakath, Alahayim, Anaya. Verse 20. Wa'atam, Kasha, Batam, Ilaya, Ra'ai, Alhayim, Kashaba, Lataba, Lama'ain, Aisha, Kayawam, Hada, Bahakayat, Ain, Rob. Verse 21. Wa'ai tha, all. Thaya ra'awa. Anakaya. Aka la kala.
Mhm.
Atakam. Wa'ath. Tapakam. Wayana kam. Awatham. Waya Debar. All. Laban. Verse 22. Wayashab. Yawasab. Bama Tazarium. Hawa. Wabayath. Abba Yawa. Waya Khaya. Yawasab. Ma'ai. Wa'ai Shar. Shanayam. Verse 23. Waya Ra'ah. Yawasab. La'apa La'aparium. Bunya. Shala Shayam. Gam. Bunya. Ma Ka.
That's I mean that's Shalashim.
Huh?
That's Shalashim.
Oh, Shalashium. Gam. Bunya. Maka Yara. Ban. Manasha.
Manashah.
Manasha. Ya Yala Dewa. Io.
I'm not gonna nitpick on how you pronunciate unless it's a word that you should know. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to because you still learning how to speak fluently. I can tell you at that stage. We all come across where you pronunciating it. You don't know what the right way to pronounce it, but you know how to read it.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna nit, but if it comes down to a tribe or a number, I'm gonna correct you. But you got it though.
Bara Kaya. Yawasap. Verse 24. Waya Amar. Yawasap. All. Aka Akia. Akiwa. Anakaya. Math. Wa Alahayam. Alahayam. Pa Paquad. Huh?
So yeah, you got the yeah. Yeah, will visit.
Uh-uh. That was one but right before.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
Yapaquad. Athakam. Waha I La Waha I La. Athakam. Man. Ha Aratazar. Hazaath. All. Ha Aratazar. Ashar. Nashabai. La Abaraham. Laya Taza Quark. Wala Yaquab. Verse 25. Waya Shabai. Yawasap. Ath. Bunya. Yashala. Lamar. Paquad. Paquad. Alahayim. Atakam. Waha I Latham. Ath. I Tazah Mathaya. Mazah. Verse 26. Wayamath. Yawasap. Ban. Ma'ah. Wa'ai Shar. Shanayam. Waya Kana Tawa. Atawa. Why Yasham. Barawan. Ba Matazarium. Exodus. This is the book in the Hebrew. This is the book of Exodus.
No, stop there.
Oh, sorry.
I ain't Christ. At the end of the chapter. Now we're about to get into the Hebrew. His brother knocked out that. It's like it. About to get into the English. His brother just knocked out that Hebrew so well, man. I want to give him a hand, man. Because in the ISUPK, all of the priests in the ISUPK know how to read, write, and speak Hebrew, man. That's our culture, man. We don't cut corners here. So now we're about to get into the English. We break this down. We're in the book of Genesis, the last chapter of Genesis. We at the end of Genesis, right where we left off last week was Israel just gave up the ghost. You know what I'm saying? Israel, well, just to let you know where we are in general. So Joseph is he's the number 2 of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? He brought his family out of Canaan. You know what I'm saying? Back to the land of Goshen with Pharaoh's what do you call it? Pharaoh gave him the permission to do so, and Pharaoh gave him the permission to do so because of the brotherhood that he showed his brothers when they came to him looking for food. You know what I'm saying? He could have very well been like y'all threw me into slavery. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sold me, and I was supposed to be y'all brother. Y'all did me dirty. I don't care about y'all. But he forgave them by that. We're gonna go over that today because that comes up again. But he forgave them. That moved Pharaoh so much. Pharaoh was like, man, your whole family good. Go, I know you good out here in Egypt, but your whole family good. So go get all of them and bring them back. And they thrive. So now his whole family's in Egypt or in Canaan and Goshen, which is right by Egypt, and they all thrive. And then after that, the famine ended, and Israel died. You know what I'm saying? Joseph's father, Jacob, his name was changed to Israel. Israel passed, and now this very last chapter, you know what I'm saying? Joseph's brothers are thinking like since they had the memorial, the burial rather, for Israel, and now Joseph's brothers are thinking like, man, since our pops died, you know what I'm saying? Really, you have well within your right to go back on your word and treat us like the whole ass niggas, Salakia, the whole ass people, Salakia, the bogus people that we really were for selling you into slavery. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, we gonna go into it as the brother reads it. But yeah, so that's what his brothers are like, man, we still good, you know what I'm saying? Pops is dead, you know what I'm saying? You gotta forgive us for that bogus stuff we did. And then after that, you know what I'm saying, that's the end of Exodus. That's the end of Genesis, and then we're gonna get into Exodus. Pretty much, Jacob dies, and then they trying to be good at the end of the famine. So yeah, my Baba shot, brother. You can start reading in the English, so we can start breaking this down. It's good. It's good scripture.
In the in the in the English, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 50, verse 19. And Joseph said unto them, fear not, for I am in the place of Yahweh. Verse 20. But as for you, ye thought evil against me, but Yahweh meant it unto good, to bring to pass, as it is this day, to save much people alive. Verse 21. Now therefore, fear ye not, I will nourish you and your little ones. And he comforted them and spake kindly unto them. Verse 22. And Joseph dwelt in Egypt, he and his father's house. And Joseph lived 110 years.
Mm-hmm. So right at where the brother started reading was I think it was 9. He started at 20. No, he started at 19 or 20.
Yeah, just got a little cold.
He started at 19. He said Joseph was saying, "Fear not." If you go up above, go up. I mean, we're not gonna go all the way back, but just go to 50 and 18 real quick, Baba Kashah.
Okay. Verse 18. And his brethren also went and fell down before his face. And they said, behold, we be thy servants.
So that's what I was saying right before we started. His brothers are like, man, Pops is dead, so really, you could go back on your word. You know what I'm saying? You know, it happens today all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and in the black and brown community, like man, we be in the world and we get together and you know what I'm saying. We laugh and play spades when it's what's it called, family reunions and Christmas and cookouts and stuff. But we really hate each other. That's why we fight each other all this time. And then when a family member passed, when Big Mama passed, we don't even see each other no more. You know what I'm saying? When Big Mama passed, we go to that last funeral, and then it's really deuces to the rest of the brothers, deuces to your sister, deuces to the auntie, and deuces to the uncle, because Big Mama was the only thing keeping us together. So that's really what the brothers were kind of like with in this scripture, like when Israel passed, they like, man, we out here bad, like we need food. You number two, shit, practice forgiveness, and that's when when Joseph goes into saying, "Fear not." You know what I'm saying? Read 19 one more time, because
Verse 19. And Joseph said unto them, fear not, for am I in the place of Yahweh?
Fear not, for am I in the place of Yahweh, man? Did not Yahweh put me in this place? Did not God put me in this place where I'm at? Where I can take care of not only you and my brothers, y'all, my family, but I can take care of this whole country. God put me in this place. So that's real priestly of Joseph saying that, man, it might have been hard during that time and when you sold me into slavery and I got locked up and this happened and that happened, you know what I'm saying? And I was away from my mother and away from my father, and I was away from my brothers, I was away from my family. You know what I'm saying? It might have been rough, but God put me there so I could take care of business, man. I'm here to do the work of the Lord. That's the same spirit that Christ be having. Not be having, but the same spirit that Christ had. Christ didn't want to get hanged on a cross or get hung. You know, he didn't want to. Christ wanted to chill with his brothers and continue to work, but he knew he had to. He knew God put him in that position for us. You know what I'm saying? You got some? I seen that hand. Go ahead, my nigga. Yes, sir.
Joseph is a real. I mean, like I may be an officer, but like I'm still under parental guidance. So I'm gonna say N word for now.
No sweat, bro.
Joseph is a real N word, because like think of it from this perspective. Anybody other than Joseph that wasn't, like in the world, say your brothers plotted against you, got you sold into slavery, and was actually plotting to kill you at first, but didn't.
Mm-hmm.
You got sold into slavery for 13 years. And then you meet them again when you're in a position of power. What most people would do they get back.
Khan.
Now what Joseph did was so honorable.
He was a brother.
He was a brother about it.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
he was able to be like, look, I know what they did, but
It happened for a reason.
it happened for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was able to recall the dream that he had. He like, you know what, this is exactly why I'm in this position right now.
Yeah, that's real inward activity. I hear you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's real brother shit. He was, it's like I keep cursing. My bad, it's real. But he was Joseph was he was mature as ever, man. He was like the preacher said, like anybody else would have been like not even get the get back, just be like less than getting the get back would just turn them away, be like, no, I'm not gonna help you. Like get back would be nah. I'm number 2 in Egypt. Have all 12 of these Mars heads, you know what I'm saying, or put all these Mars into slavery. They're gonna be cleaning my house forever, my mansion. That'd be get back. But he could just be like, no, I'm not gonna help you, man. Y'all getting the judgment. This is y'all judgment. But instead, he was mature about it. He used the position. He used what was given to him. Well, what happened to him to do the work of the Lord, man. Joseph never stopped doing the work of the Lord. That's the Holy Spirit right there. Hell yeah. Good point. What we leave off at?
Verse 20.
You go back to the scripture, Baba Kashaf.
As for you, you thought evil against me, but Yahweh meant it unto good, to bring to pass as it is this day, to save much people alive. Verse 21. Now therefore, fear ye not, I will nourish you and your little ones. And he comforted them and spake kindly unto them. Verse 22. And Joseph dwelt in Egypt, he and his father's house. And Joseph lived 110 years. Verse 23. And Joseph saw Ephraim's children of the 3rd generation, the children also of Machir, the son of Manasseh, were brought up upon Joseph's knees. Verse 24. And Joseph said unto his brethren, I die, and Yahweh will surely visit you, and bring you out of this land unto the land which he swore to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob.
Now that's Joseph saying some real priest stuff right there. Once again, he's saying, you know what I'm saying, since he's number 2 in Egypt, you know what I'm saying, he's saying, you know, when I pass, and I'm not here to use the power that the Lord gave me to take care of y'all, the Lord is still gonna take care of us, because that's what he promised, because we the people of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know what I'm saying? Joseph, he understood, you know what I'm saying, the task of being a priest, doing the work of the Lord, a prophet rather, doing the work of the Lord. Salaki, go ahead.
Verse 25. And Joseph took an oath of the children of Israel, saying, Yahweh will surely visit you, and ye shall carry up my bones from hence. Verse 26. So Joseph died, being 110 years old, and they embalmed him, and he was put in a coffin in Egypt.
So, you know what I'm saying, Joseph passed, and before he passed, he said, Lord's going to take care of y'all. He's going to get y'all back to where y'all belong, because y'all don't belong out here with these heathens. He's going to get y'all back to where y'all belong. But he also said that, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going, when y'all go back to where y'all belong, y'all going to take me up out of here too, even though I'm past. And then, you know what I'm saying, just a little, what's the word, not precursor, but spoiler, just a spoiler for what's coming ahead. You know what I'm saying? When the children of Israel get out of the land of bondage, you know what I'm saying, they go to the promised land. Those bones that they had, I think the bones were in the Ark of the Covenant, right? Those bones they put in the Ark of the Covenant. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure on that, Salakia, but I do know that they carry bones out of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? That's Joseph's bones. Joseph, this what Joseph is saying at the end of this book right here. You know what I'm saying? They go by it. When they finally get out, they carry this brother's bones. They get him out. That's the respect they have for their own culture. because even Jacob didn't want to be buried in the land of heathen. He didn't want to be buried anywhere. Jacob wanted to be buried where his forefathers and his wives were buried. You know what I'm saying? Like just to be buried in a land of heathens has no respect for your whole journey of your whole mission that the Most High gave you as your life. You know what I'm saying? Just I'm gonna be buried in Chinatown. You know what I'm saying? What? Nah. you want to go where it's respectable. You know what I'm saying? If you die if you pass away and you're a person that loves Chinese people, even though that's not your culture, then go ahead and bury yourself in Chinatown with all the Moab and not. But if you respect your culture as a Black and Hispanic and a Native American, you're gonna be like, don't bury me around the heathen. You know what I'm saying? We in hell now, so you know we can't afford, our own burial plots. I don't know what Commander Juliana has going with that, but as far as being buried around a heathen, we might have to be buried around heathen today's time. But back then, no, we had land, so bury me away from these marks. You had anything, priest?
If I could, before we start Exodus, I want to go back to when it said Joseph was 110 years old.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, well, even now, like the reason why Joseph was so, well, the reason why he lived such a long and prosperous lifespan was because, for one, he followed the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
So when Christ returns and we get into the kingdom, the lifespan will increase like probably like tenfold.
Hell yeah, that's
heavy
right now.
200 years.
Man, I was thinking that as we were reading it too. If I could, that's absolutely heavy because you know what I'm saying. My grandfather passed at 80. He was around 80, and people were saying like he lived a full life. Like he had dementia. You know what I'm saying. He wasn't physically moving around. I had to take care of him in his last years. And you know, that's pretty much normal. You pass around 90, people are like, oh, he's hanging in there. And they be in a wheelchair, not knowing what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like in the days of the Old Testament, man, brothers and sisters would easily make it to 100. You know what I'm saying? How man, I think Jacob made it to 130, right? And this is well after the days of Noah when they were like 500. They weren't eating no pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. They weren't smoking no cigarettes. They weren't doing no drugs. They was taking care of their body and they was working the Lord. So you know the Lord was with them, man. It was easy to make 100. You get 100 years old and still be able to hit a bench press.
Like back in the day, like being 80 or 90 or 100, like just like flat 100 and passing away was considered like young. People was way older than that, and they would do a lot of stuff.
What you said earlier was heavy too, priest. Because when the kingdom come back, our lifespan gonna increase. We gonna stop putting this nonsense in our bodies. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna stop putting this nonsense in our minds. We're gonna stop putting this nonsense in our spirit. And quite naturally, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna live longer. You know what I'm saying? The Most High gonna be like Malachi the third, you're gonna live 500 years. And then 500 years, Malachi of the, I want to say the fifth, the seventh, or something like that. He gonna, I don't know, but it's gonna be like pushing 700. You know what I'm saying? Because how old do we think? I'm not sure. We can't speculate, but Adam, you know what I'm saying, the first brother the Lord was with.
Like 900 something.
Exactly, 900 something years. You know what I'm saying? Not like that. That's how long. And we gotta remember the one day to the Most High is 1,000 years. So that's just one day to the Most High. You know what I'm saying? So think about how much it hurt the Most High to see Christ only live like what 33 years. Christ only lived. That had to hurt the Most High to see his Ace Boone Coon, his son, only lived 30 years when, you know what I'm saying, he created us to live hundreds. Yeah, our life expectancy is probably, I don't know what the Most High, I mean, I can't say what he's gonna do, but it's kind of, I kind of bet my chips that he's gonna start increasing our lifespan when we get back to the kingdom. That's real spill. Good stuff. You had anything out?
Nah.
Most High Christ. You ready to get into Exodus? Let's get out of hand, man. We finished the book of Genesis, man. Hell yeah. The whole book of Genesis. We're going to be talking about Adam. From Adam all the way to Joseph. Just finished it. Now we about to get into the book of Exodus. We found out where in the book of Genesis, we went over, you know what I'm saying, who our ancestors were, who the first person the Lord was with, and his family, and then what happened to what the Lord wanted to do with the people when they weren't getting it right. And then the people asked, or the one the Lord is with, asking the Lord, hey, forgive them, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't kill us all. And then the Lord giving us a second chance and not unaliving everybody, all the way down to, you know what I'm saying, the Israelites, our people. The Lord is with these people. Just telling you the lineage, who the Lord is with. And we even separated Esau and Jacob. So we know the Lord is not, at this point, we know the Lord is not with the descendants of Esau. We just read it in the prior weeks. So with that being said, all of the literature that Esau has printed in today's time themselves, you could go to that book up here. Oh, who is Edom? It's not up here. It's all good. Don't worry about it. There's this book called Who is Esau? Who is Edom, I believe, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And there's plenty of other material too. You know what I'm saying? The oppressor knows that they are the descendants from the Caucasus Mountains, that they are the descendants of Esau, that they are the Edomites. So we just read, we didn't just read, but in these past weeks, we know who the Lord is with, and the Lord is not with them. So I pray make it to Obadiah in one of these Sabbath services. That'll be some heavy shit. I mean, some heavy stuff. But we know who the Lord is with. Now we about to go into Exodus and see that the children of Israel, where they are in Canaan, where they are in Goshen, near Egypt, what's happening to them. You know what I'm saying? As they multiply in that land and what they have to go through. It's really what everybody knows about the Bible, you know what I'm saying? Slavery in Egypt, but we're about to go over it. Most High Christ for Isupk to break things down, line upon line. Already. So we had Exodus 1:1. We're going to start in the Hebrew, and then we're going to switch back over to the English. Whenever you're ready, brother.
And the Hebrew, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 1, verse 1. Wa Allah, Shamawat, Banya, Yasha'Allah, Habayam, Matazarium, Ma, At, Yaquab, Ayash, Waba, Yatawa, Bawa. Verse 2. Raban. Ra'awaban. Shamayawan. Laya. Lawyer. Yahawada. Yahawada. Yashakar.
Where you at though?
Oh, verse 3. Mm-hmm. Yashakar. Zabalawan. Bunyaman.
Mm-hmm. That's perfect. I'm glad you said you read the way it's written. Because sometimes it changes. But it's Banyam. One Banyaman.
One Banyaman. Don.
Where you at?
Oh, verse 4. Don. Wa Napathalia.
Uh-huh.
God. Wa Ashar. Verse 5.
Go to 10, Baba Kasha.
Verse 5. Waya Haya. Call. Na Pasha. No, Pash. Ya Taza out Taza Ya Yarak Yaquab Shaba Ayam Napash Wa Yawasap Hayaha Bun Matazar. Verse 6. Wa Yamath Yawasap Wakal Akiawa Wakal Hada War Ha Wa'a. Verse 7. Wa Banya Yashala Parawa Wa Yasharatazawa Wayara Bawa Waya I Taza Mawa Bama Bamaad Ma'ad Wata Mala'a Ha'arataza Atham. Verse 8. Wayaquam Malak Kadash
Mhm.
Al Matazar
Matazarayim.
Tazarium Ashar La'a Yadai Ath Yahweh. Verse 9. Wayamar Al I Mawa Hana
Mhm.
Ain Banya Yashala Rob Wai Tazawam Mama Nawa. Verse 10. Haba Nata Kama Lawa Pan Yaraba Wahaya Kaya Takwa Ra Ra'ana Malakama Wa Wan
Malakma.
huh
Malakma.
Malakma
That's another. That's how you say camp in Hebrew. Say war, right?
Wana Wasa Gam Hawa'a Al Shana I Yanawa Wana Lakam Banya Banwa
Mm-hmm.
um, why
What?
la Man Ha Arataza.
Most High Christ. Saying, get you some water. Get into English. You need some water for a second. Already, get to the English.
In the English, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 1, verse 1. Now these are the names of the children of Israel, which came into Egypt. Every man and his household came with Jacob. Reuben, verse 2. Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah. Verse 3. Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin.
Oh, real quick, I forgot to mention at the end of Genesis, uh, before Jacob died, or before Israel died, he kind of gave all of his sons uh, a prophecy of who they are or who they will become. You know what I'm saying? What hardships they were. It was looked in the scriptures as their blessing, and pretty much it was pretty much he was pretty much revealing to them like you're gonna be the strong one. You're gonna this gonna happen to you. This gonna happen to you. Or you gonna be the one that works hard and this gonna happen to you. This gonna happen to that went down in the book of at the I think the 49th chapter also. So Jacob did that, but now that we at the beginning of Exodus, we're going over all of the 12 tribes once again. It's giving you a rundown of everybody, all the Israelites that where they at. Go ahead, my book shall continue.
Verse 4. Dan, and Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. Verse 5. And all the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls, for Joseph was in Egypt already. Verse 6. And Joseph died, and all his brethren, and all that generation. Verse 7. And the children of Israel were fruitful, and increased abundantly, and multiplied, and waxed exceeding mighty, and the land was filled with them.
So the Israelites, you know what I'm saying, the forefathers of Israel, you know what I'm saying, the 12 children or 12 original men who were the founders of the tribe, or not founders, but the patriarchs of the tribes, they moved to with their families, they moved to the land of Goshen, which is around Egypt. And now this is saying they all passed, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, back then we knew not to lay with the heathen. So third cousins had to lay with third cousins back then to keep it righteous under the Lord's eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like first and second brothers, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't that strange. But like what's it like fifth cousin, like such and such cousin from really, really far on the family tree. You know what I'm saying? They would have to mate with each other. So eventually, you know what I'm saying? Because really, when you think about it, black and brown people, we all cousins now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's like, but after the 12 children died, after the patriarchs died, the children of Israel grew like they were fruitful and multiplied, like the scripture said to be. And they grew in Egypt so strong and mighty that the Egyptians is like, man, like these Mars is damn near trying to take over our spot. You know what I'm saying? They swoller in our spot than we are, and this is our land. So that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like we about to see what happens to them for just doing what the Lord told them to do and be fruitful and multiply. Remember, these are, you know what I'm saying, our forefathers. So all the genetics that black and brown people have now, you know what I'm saying, the salt of the earth, being swole and athletic and smart and intelligent, and you know what I'm saying, the stuff that makes us stand out. They had the most of that. You know what I'm saying? They was the best of the best. This is where we were still purebreds. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't raped by Edomites and passed along and you know what I'm saying and migrated away from where we supposed to be raised at. You know, this is the pure Israelites. So they was vexing people. You know they was vexing them heathens. So now we about to see. I mean, we was just doing we wasn't doing it out of spite. They was vexed because we was better than them. But we about to see what happens to us for that, which was wrong. But what happens next? You got anything out? Oh, Christ. Keep going, Baba Kashai.
Verse 8. Now there arose up a new king over Egypt, which knew not Joseph. Verse 9. And he said unto his people, Behold, The people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we. Verse 10, come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land.
Now that's heavy right there. That's heavy. I'm gonna have you read it again, because that's how heavy that is. That sounds like something a heathen leader would say today.
Yeah.
It sounds like something that a heathen leader said already today on some Ronald Reagan type stuff, on some what's this man named Donald Trump type stuff. Like they are getting mightier, so we got to put them in check. We got to let them know this ain't their land, and they just in case they try to get together, just in case they try Zephaniah 2:1 and know that they are nation and they brothers and sisters. We gotta keep Mexican speaking Spanish and keep Haitian speaking patois. You know, so we gotta keep them speaking separate languages. We gotta keep Mexicans hating black people. We can't let them know they brothers, because then we're gonna have a problem. And then if they find out they're brothers and then they try to step up against us, we're gonna have a real problem on our hands. Read it again. Read 10 one more time, Bible Kashai.
Verse 10, come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land.
Mm-hmm. That's that crafty counsel. Mm-hmm. That's them trying to what's it called? What do we say? This one
Plot.
What's the word we use in the prayers though? The other word. Conspire, something like that, conspiring against us. Confederate.
Yeah.
That's setting up for confederacy against us. So go ahead, brother.
If I could, that's exactly what Trump is doing right now. The whole thing with revoking citizenship by birthright and deporting people that got here legally back to Mexico. He's making a policy that's like I forgot what it was called, but it's to keep the Mexicans in Mexico. Mm-hmm. And then he's getting the ones that are already here using the ICE department or whatever, going into people's schools and houses and even workplaces and grocery stores and traffic stops to get them out of here, just so we don't get together. And on top of that, I heard from a brother like a couple of days ago that during the inauguration or something like that, there was a priest up there. Well, a priest.
Real priest or fake? Okay.
Like a pastor. And they was talking about stopping the street speaking. Now, I don't know if that's true, but that's what I heard. But if that is true, Trump really is taking like real crap.
What he's trying to make America great again, like he said he would. You know what I'm saying? But really, that's just continue to keep America hell. That's really what he's trying to do. He's trying hard, and you know that's how you know that Trump knows about the Isupk. Yeah. Because
he definitely does.
Who else street speaking is even really making a difference? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If a Christian goes up there and says, you know what I'm saying, Jesus wants everybody to love everybody. How is that even gonna make a problem? Shake the waters in America? Yeah. Like, might as well let that little Christian get his megaphone and keep saying that. But when you got real hardcore brothers going on the podium and telling other brothers, hey, separate from this world, man. All you gotta do is stop buying Gucci Prada, start buying True Jew, start buying Captain Zariak oils, or you know what I'm saying, stop eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, start eating beef. Man, we remember Wall Street when we did it, we could do it again. And then that's the type of stuff that makes Americans be like, yo, we gotta stop these brothers. We don't want another Black Wall Street. And next time it's gonna be the kingdom of heaven, Lord willing. Right. But hell yeah, though, good point. Good point for real. You got anything, brother? I'll keep going. Are we going back to the Hebrew? Okay. So before we go back to the Hebrew, we just we Exodus. the king that was cool with Joseph, he long and gone, and now Joseph is gone too. So it's just a whole bunch of swole Israelites in the Egypt and a new king. So Israelites is now starting to be looked at in Egypt as what we call today second class citizens. You know what I'm saying? We just niggas and spicks now. You know what I'm saying? That's what's happening in Egypt. So we going back to the Hebrew. Yeah, go ahead whenever you're ready.
In the Hebrew, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 1, verse 11. Wayasha Shaya Mawa. I Yawa Sharaya Masayam Lama Aina Tawa Basa Balatam Wayaban Iraya Masa Ka Nawath La Pariah Ath Patham Wa'ath Ra'ai Masas. Verse 12. Waka Ashar Ya'ai Naya Atawa Khan Waraba.
Real quick. I don't personally I don't do shout outs because I feel like I accidentally say some unseasoned stuff. But I just see we got some brothers and sisters in the chat, man. I just want to say shout out to El Paso. Shout out to Fort Worth, Texas. Thank you for joining. And then we got Houston. And also we got Woodlands, Texas in the house. Shout out to Woodlands, Texas. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, we got Houston. You know what I'm saying? Got Houstonites. Is that how you say
Houstonians.
Houstonians. Most High in Christ for our Houstonians. All right, shout out to the brothers and sisters, man. All right, keep going, my black shots. Like it.
Wakan Yapa Rak Tazar Waya Kwa Tazawa Mapa Naya Banya Yashala. Verse 13. Waya I Badawa Matazariam Ath Banya Yashala Baparak. Verse 14. Waya Ma Rowa Ath Ka Yaham. But I Bada Kwasha Bakmar Waba La Banayam Waba I Ba Bashada Ath Call Iba Datham Ishar Iba Dawa Baham, Baparak. Verse 15. Ayamar, Malak, my Tazariah, Lama Yala Dath, Ha'ai Barayam, Ashar, Sham, Ha'akath, Shapara, Washam, Hasha Nayam, Power I. Verse 16. Wayamar, Ayala Dakan, Ath, Ha'ai Bara Yawan, Wara Yathan, Al, Ha'a Banayam, Am, Ban, Hawa'a, Waha Matan, Atawa, Wa'am, Bath, Haya'a, Waqyam. Verse 17. Watha Ya Ra'an, Hama Yala Dath, Ath, Ha Alhayim, Wala, I Shawa, Ka Ashar, Dabar, Allah Yahan, Malak, my Tazariah, Wata Yayan, Ath, Haya La Dayam. Verse 18. Waya Kwa Ra'ah, Malak,
This is gonna be our last one.
my Tazariah, Lama Yala Dath, Wayamar, Lahan, Mada Wa'ai, Aisha Yathan, Hadabar, Hazah, Wata Yayan, Ath, Haya La Dayam.
Shine Christ. Already. So we gotta go back into the English.
In the English, this is Book of Exodus, chapter 1, verse 11. Therefore, they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens.
Taskmasters. Therefore, who set over them taskmasters? Pharaoh set over them taskmasters. What is a taskmaster? A taskmaster is the person that's whipping your back telling you you gotta go to work. That's physically what it is back then. But what's it now? A bill collector. Somebody saying, hey, you can't live here. Oh, I'm gonna call the police. The police is gonna kill you, or it's like unalive you if you don't go to work and make some money so you can give it to me so you can live it here. So that's pretty much what it is now. So we in hell now. We in captivity now. We in hell now. They in hell now. They set up taskmasters. Now you gotta work. Now you gotta work for Pharaoh. just because you're here. Keep going.
And they built for Pharaoh treasure cities.
And we built Pharaoh's treasure cities, man. Them pyramids, them big things with them faces on it, them big, what's they called? The mountains with the face on it, and the cats and all them stuff in Egypt. Them little weird, them little thing. We built them joints, them
The
big ass
Sphinx.
head, the Sphinx. Yeah, we built the Sphinx. We did that. Treasure cities, pyramids filled with gold and jewels and rubies. We built that. That's what I wanted to. We had to. That was our job. That was our 9 to 5. Or a taskmaster. While taskmaster whipped us, or are we gonna just be unalive? The same stuff today. What do we build today? You know what I'm saying? Our Isupk brothers is building skyscrapers, building buildings. You know what I'm saying? We built our Judite brothers is building infrastructures and electric highway street signals and all types of stuff. We building these treasure cities, man, for Pharaoh, for the oppressor. We building that stuff. Keep going.
And they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramesses.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 12. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew.
We kept growing, man. We don't die, we multiply. Kwame Yashala. Keep going.
And they were grieved because of the children of Israel.
Vexing them. Keep going.
Verse 13. And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor.
So they was just getting vexed by us building what they want and shining and keep growing. They whipping our backs, making us build, and we doing it and just keep getting better and better, vexing them. They hating them. That's that spirit of Esau. These were particular they weren't Edomites, but they were heathens, man. That's the spirit of the oppressor, rather, not Esau. The spirit of the oppressor. Yeah, these was Hamites, but they're the spirit of the oppressor. Now you did the job well. You did the job too well. I'm gonna make you do 2 jobs in that. That's the spirit of the oppressor. Keep going.
Verse 14. And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage, in mortar and in brick, and in all manner of service in the field.
Mm-hmm.
All their service wherein they made them serve was with rigor. Verse 15. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the one was Shiphrah, and the name of the other Puah.
So real quick, the midwives. Let's look it up. I'm not gonna speculate. That's what we got our Google machine for. I'm gonna look it up.
You looking for the midwife?
I mean, I believe it's the person that delivers babies, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to speculate. I want to be sure. So I'm picking my Google machine up. Type in midwife definition. This is the Google dictionary definition of a midwife. A person, typically a woman, trained to assist women in childbirth. So these were the people that delivered the babies, the Hebrew midwives, or the people that delivered the Hebrew babies. These were in charge of getting our little ones' babies delivered. Keep going. Read the last one you read over and then keep going.
Verse 15. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the one was Shiphrah, and the name of the other Puah.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 16. And he said, when ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them upon their stools, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live.
Already, so pretty much at this point in time, and this isn't the one where it's talking about. I'm not sure. This one is talking about firstborn, or is that's some later. Yeah, I think the later is when the curses were the firstborn. This is Pharaoh telling them every son has to go, because Pharaoh was scared that Israel gonna grow and be too swole of a nation, and then they're gonna start taking control of things. And if it's a war, the Israelites are gonna be so swole. We're gonna be scared of the Israelites. We're not gonna be able to fight with them. But they gotta be on our side. If they're not on our side, then we out of there. That's what Pharaoh was scared of. So Pharaoh was saying, kill all of the men. The new babies, kill them. I mean, unalive them. He was trying to tell the midwives to do that. Trying to tell them to just throw that male baby in the river. Because what's the male baby? The male baby is the head of the household. The male baby is the protector of the family. The male baby is the warrior to fight in the wars. So just throw it in a river while it's a baby. Nobody thinking of it. Throw it in the river. Keep going.
Verse 17. But the midwives feared Yahweh and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them, but saved the men, children alive.
Uh-huh.
Verse 18. And the king of Egypt called for the midwives and said unto them, why have you done this thing and have saved the men, children alive? That's it.
That's it. It's getting good, man. We gotta go back to the Hebrew though. We gonna get context when we come back next time. But yeah, let's go back to the Hebrew. You good? You need to break anything? You all good? Most High in Christ.
In the Hebrew, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 1, verse 19. Wata Maran Hama Yala Dath Pariah Kaya La'a Kana Shayam Hama Taza Rayam Ha'ai Bariyath Kaya Kha Yawath Hana Bata Bataram Thaba Wa'a Alahan Hama Yaladath Waya La Dawa. Verse 20. Why Yayata Alahayim Lama Yala Dath Wayara Ha'aim Wayai Taza Mawa Ma'ad. Verse 21. Waya Haya Kaya Ya Yara Taza Wa Hama Yala Das Ath Ha Alahayim Waya Aisha Laham Batayam. Verse 22. Waya Tazawa Pariah Lakal I Mawa La Amar Kal Haban Haya Lawad Hawa Ara Thasha Laya Kahawa Wakal Habath Thak Yawan. Verse. This is chapter 2, verse 1. Wayalak Ayasha Mabayath lawyer. Waya quack, oth, bath, lawyer. Verse 2, Watahar, Ha'asha, Watalad,
Just go to phone.
Bond, Wata Ra'ah, Atawa, Kaya, Tawab, Hawa'a, Wata Taza, Pana, Hawa, Shala Shah, Yara Ka Yam. Verse 3, Wala'a, Yaka La.
This gonna be the last one.
Okay, Iwad, Ha Taza Paya Nawa, Wata Quack, Lawa,
Oh yeah, I just didn't drive. I didn't drive out here.
Tabath, Gama'a, Wata Mara, Bakmar, Waba Zapath, Wata Sham, Ba Ath, Hayalad, Wata Sham, Basawap, Al, Shapath, Haya Ar.
You all done?
Come.
Most I ain't crazy.
Oh, we stopped at 19. Okay. Okay. In the English, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 1, verse 19. And the midwife said unto Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women, for they are lively and are delivered ere the midwives come in unto them. Verse 20, therefore Yahweh dealt with the midwives, and the people multiplied and waxed very mighty. Verse 21.
Holy Spirit was on the midwives. Holy Spirit, I mean, the midwives knew that nonsense was just oppression. That nonsense was not righteous, and it could, if it's unrighteous and you don't have to do it, and you know what I'm saying, it's against your God, then don't do it. Just like when in the Maccabees, when that mother was like, you don't have to eat no pork. Told her 7 children, you don't have to eat the king's pork. You can just die with God on your side. You know what I'm saying? You can let him unalive you. That's the Holy Spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared of the oppressor when he try to force that BS on you. You know what I'm saying? The oppressor try to tell the midwives, you got to kill the sons of all of the Hebrews. Nah, damn that. You know what I'm saying? The Holy Spirit is knowing that you are the prince and the princess of the power, and God is with you at all times, bro. So that's what was on the midwives. They weren't having it, and God, you know what I'm saying, saw that they were even multiplied even more. Keep going when you're ready.
Verse 21, and it came to pass, because the midwives feared Yahweh, that he made houses. verse 22. And Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, every son that is born ye shall cast into the river, and every daughter ye shall save alive.
So this was just the rule right here. This how the chapter 1 ends with this rule, and it's I mean it's said in the scriptures, but you got to kind of visualize where we were back then. You know what I'm saying? Like just think about everywhere it being a rule that you want to just that if you see if a male Hebrew baby is born, it's just to be thrown in the river. Just think about it. So if you see somebody with a 3-month-old male baby and you just walking in a park, people gonna be like, hey, that's a male Hebrew baby right there. Ain't supposed to be no male Hebrew babies. So like the scene was pretty much it was oppression, kind of like the scene is now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If a black or a brown person is walking down the street with baggy pants and some fresh J's and a sharp looking hat and a sharp looking coat or whatever, then hey, somebody frisk his pockets. He probably dealing drugs, and we unalive drug dealers. We send drug dealers to jail. Is he a Hebrew that's clean? Man, unalive. That's the kind of the scene that was. It was just like a scene of automatic oppression towards Israelites. That's where chapter ends, man. Then the brother started reading in chapter 2 in the Hebrew, so we got to get into chapter 2. Chapter 2 is about to start off what the Most High is about to do. Did we already read that the Most High that we prayed to the Most High for this oppression to stop? No, that's in 2. Okay. Well, the Most High gonna start. He's gonna start making it. He's gonna start moving his chess pieces already before the children of Israel, you know what I'm saying, face east, start praying to the Most High already know what we need, but that the Most High is making his moves in the beginning of 2. So go ahead and read when you're ready.
In the book of Exodus, this is chapter 2, verse 1. And there went a man of the house of Levi and took to wife a daughter of Levi. Verse 2. And the woman conceived and bare a son. And when she saw him that he was a good child, she hid him 3 months. Verse 3. And when she could not longer hide him, she took for him an ark of bulrushes and daubed it with slime and with pitch and put the child therein, and she laid it in the flags by the river's brink.
That's it. I know you had. You ready? You ready to say what you had yet? Because you had some heavy this morning.
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah. It's getting there. You got something, brother?
If I could, this is exactly why I don't like Africans.
Hey,
like,
chill a little bit. Chill a little bit.
Slogging.
No sweat.
Ham.
Yeah.
Ham, they act just like, but just dark skin. But a little like,
so
yeah,
oppressors.
Like, I don't get why. Well, I mean, of course, we destroy for lack of knowledge. That makes sense. But why do we try so hard to like cling on to them?
Real
so
talk.
we could just like not be them. Because for one, they don't even like us, as we can see.
Mm.
The Egyptians or Ham, they beefing with us for no reason, just like Esau was beefing with us for no reason. Like, they got no reason to be mad at us because, for one, even if a war was to start, they scared we would switch sides. But if they weren't oppressing us, then we wouldn't.
For real.
We, to be honest, we weren't dwelling together, but we didn't have no problem with them. We would have no reason to really like.
Even though there's an answer for both of those questions, the question is still valid. You know what I'm saying? Why are y'all on this BS? Why is Ham on acting like an oppressor and acting like a coward? It's still a question. Even just as why do not black and brown, but black people want to choose, you know what I'm saying, that comedic culture nonsense? Why do we even associate ourselves with Hamites? Well, the answer that I have, at least, The answer that because those are two damn good questions. But the answer that I have to the why that black people want to associate themselves with Hamites is because really we just need an identity. That's really all it is. We think being black goes it starts we all we know from the oppressor's knowledge for us is that our ancestors were from Africa, from the slave ships. So before that we were just an African. They never really said we were Africans before African, but they left it to us to kind of put that together. Because if I came from the slave ships, then before the slave ships I was chilling in Africa. Now they don't want to tell you why you was chilling in Africa and that you're not an African like the person that's in Africa. And the Africans put you on them slave ships to come over here. So when we long for this identity, we long for identity because what's our culture without an identity? You know what I'm saying? Who are we supposed to worship? Who are we supposed to? Well, why are we supposed to get together? What are we supposed to work? What are we supposed to do on our off time? What are we supposed to long to have? Shit, we Americans now because we don't got no culture. And you know what I'm saying? Even the destroyed Negro knew that was some BS. Knew, oh, damn this place. I don't want to be an American. So they was like, shit, I'll be African. I'll rock this little Zulu chain. You know what I'm saying? I'll be red and green or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We just need, but that's the beauty of Booth, man, the Isupk. Because the oppressor or the Edomite will have you think that the Jewish culture is the white man's culture. But the Jewish culture is, but the culture of being a Jew, the culture of being a priest, the culture of serving the God of this Bible, the God of Israel, that's a black man's culture. You know what I'm saying? That's where you get your identity from. You know what I'm saying? God had an identity all along, black man. You know what I'm saying? But if you're gonna have a closed mind and a closed heart, then we ain't feed you. Closed minds, they don't get fed. You know what I'm saying? You hear us on the street corners, but you keep walking because we getting a boot kiss from a white lady. You don't want to be a part of it because it looks dangerous. Shit. Lord be with you, brother. Lord be with you, but really we love you, brother. We getting a boot kiss from a white lady because that white lady wants to kiss our boots. We not making nobody kiss nothing. We just telling what the Bible says. But as far as the Hamite question, it's lucky. Those people that they weak. I'm just saying, they weak, bro. I can't really. But why is still a good question for both them joints. Before I just start breaking all that down, where was we at? You were saying you was talking about you were just saying in general why the Hamites was doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure.
Cause out of fear.
Yeah, damn right. Yeah, they were scared. They weak. They some HANs. Go ahead, brother.
Like even in their oppression, like you see that the Lord was still with Israel because it's like, okay, Moses escaped being unalive, but also at the same time, he had an older brother named Aaron. So it was like how it's crazy how both of them escaped being unalive. Like they was able to keep it under wraps that they both had children, and then like when it got to a point to where she couldn't hide him no more, and so it's crazy. She must have did the same thing with Aaron and got away with it.
Kind. I see. Yeah, Most High in Christ for that. But you kind of jumped the gun. That was my fault, brother, because we don't know that this baby is Moses yet. So this baby is the brother just kind of gave you a spoiler. We all about spoilers in my Sabbath service. But this baby that they hid he gave you a double spoiler. So this baby that the Levite woman is hiding for 3 months and then makes that little thing in the river to ship the baby. That baby, it turns out to be Moses. But the double spoiler is like black and brown people back then were doing this all the time, hiding babies all the time. Like I was saying, like the state was a state of oppression. We had to shit just like we had to do things to get by under the oppressor's eye. We had to sneak around, just like those sisters sneak around that man around the house and to get their food stamps and WIC. When they're not supposed to have a man in the house, they sneak them. or just like they our northern kingdom brothers and sisters, they sneak Abuela in around house knowing she don't have no papers. She don't have no American papers. We want Abuela to be here with us. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to. She don't have nowhere to go back in Mexico. She gonna chill in our house and not have papers, and we gonna sneak her around. Go ahead.
I'm glad you did that because that sparked my memory a little bit. So I heard from some Isupk brothers I got at school that they are going to get rid of the programs they had that connects citizens that were like immigrants. They got papers now.
Yeah.
To their families because at first, like when they come over here and they get papers and they still over there, they can't come together. So they had a program that would connect the families together. But now they're going to get rid of it.
I don't even know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know the program that helps them get their green cards so they can eventually come and live with they yeah, I don't know. Man, the oppressors, the devil, the Bible speaks of, man. You know what I'm saying like what did he say? He oppressing us for fear at this point. The oppressor started off because the Most High gave him that rope to use. The Most gave the oppressor the because we needed to. In the Most High's eyes, it was time for us to get a whooping, the children of Israel. So he said, okay, y'all, the oppressor is gonna rule over y'all now since y'all don't want to get it right. So at that point, the oppressor gets the reins. Then the oppressor starts going crazy with the rope. And then it turns out the oppressor has to go crazy with the rope because he's scared that he went too crazy with the rope. And if he lets up if anything happens, the oppressor he's stuck in a spiraling. It's crazy how the oppressor he has to oppress us at this point, and hard have to, but he's doing such a good job at oppressing us that he don't think he can stop. He don't think stop. It's like he's scared of us. He's scared of what he did to us, and he's scared of what we'll do if he doesn't oppress us. It's heavy, man. It's heavy. But you know what I'm saying? The Most High, he got his chess pieces moving. You know what I'm saying? In Exodus 2, the Most High is this Levite baby that's been born. This baby turns out to be Moses, and we all know what the Most High's relationship with Moses. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much trying to get us from this captivity. But what the brother was saying earlier, well, this brother said before all of these downs, is that we was doing things in the dark to escape oppression even before this was said in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because Moses had an older brother. And if this baby that we just read about had an older brother that was hidden, if this baby that we just read about was hidden, and he had an older brother, then that older brother had to be hidden too. So it was probably culture back then to hide your baby. You know what I'm saying? Just like it's culture now to hide the try to get by that we do now. And like the brother said, just to wrap it all back into a pretty bow. You know what I'm saying? Like the programs because of the devil right now are we're gonna have to do even more hiding because the programs are being taken away because of Donald Trump. That the small programs that were there so that we can eventually get right with our families, that they're being taken away. Everything is going to hell, but Christ is gonna come back, man. Christ is gonna come back because these devils don't know how to stop pressing the button. They keep pushing the button to oppress us. But like this brother's out of fear. It started off because they were given the button, and then it turned into they were having fun with the button, and now they're scared to let up on the button. But really, you know what I'm saying, which also goes back to why the white lady's kissing our boots. The white lady's kissing our boots because she realizes that her forefathers went crazy with that button of oppression. They went crazy, and they're continuing to go crazy with that button. That button is damn that button. But the Most High knows about that button, and it's gonna turn to self-destruct button for him. Keep going. Let's go back to the scriptures. Are we in Hebrew now? Damn, we went through the scriptures fast. Hold on, we can't. Let me see where we at because it has to be some more said.
I just got done reading verse 3.
Verse 2 and 3. Yeah, I shouldn't have said all this. I was speeding up because I thought that we had more. I could have slowed down. Slacky Ezra. I said all that breakdown real fast because I thought we had more to break down, but shit. So pretty much, just to recap it, this baby that's being hidden is Moses, and this brother eloquently brought out that you know what I'm saying. This is the culture of hiding babies because of the oppression. So about to go back to the Hebrew times, and then and these last few breakdowns of today, we're gonna read. I think yeah, how Moses. We're gonna read about how the growing up of Moses, this baby right here. So yeah, let's go back to the Hebrew.
In the Hebrew, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 4. Wa tata taza taza ak 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 the what? Yeah. Ak the what? Mara Kwak Lada Lada I Lada I Ma Ya Ya Aisha Lawa. Verse 5. Watarad Bath Pariah Lara Ka Taza All Ha Haya Haya R Wana I Rata Ya Hala Kath All Yad Haya Haya R Wata Ra'ah Ath Hatha Ba Bata Bata Wak Hasawap Wata Shalak Ath Ama Wata Kwak. No. Yeah. Wata Kwak. Huh? No, I think it's Kwak.
Hold on, we can find it. You had 2 and 7 or something like that.
2 and 5.
2 and 5. Give me a second.
I'm at the last.
The last word of 2 and 5 was. So remember, the first joint is always gonna be you say that word, say that letter alone because it's a prefix. So you say what, quaka.
Kwaka.
What,
What
quaka.
What the Kwaka.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 6. Apa Tak
Mm-hmm.
Wata Ra'a Hawa Ath Hayala Wahana Na'ir Baka Wata Kamal. I la Alaya. No, Allah Yawa.
Mm-hmm.
Wata Amar. Maya La Daya.
Mm-hmm.
Ha'ai Ba Rayam.
Ibarian.
Ha'abarium.
Ibar means Hebrew.
Za. Verse 7. Wata Amar. Ak Ak
Akathawa.
Akathawa.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't Ak. Like
It says
Ak.
sister.
Yeah.
So it's Akath.
Akath. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Akathawa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All. Bath. Pariah. Ha'alak. Waqwa Ra'a Dawa. Lak. Asha. Maya Na Kwa. Man. Ha Ba Ha Na Hi
Ibar.
Ha'abar
Yes. Yatha.
Yatha.
So Ibar Yatha.
Ha Ha'abar Yatha.
Mm-hmm.
Wata Ya Nakwa. Lak. Ath. Hayalad.
So when that lock, that's laka.
Oh,
Remember,
Laka.
remember, cuz the joint at the end. It's the suffix
Yeah.
when it's talking about you or to you or your. So when you see for you or your, and it has a cut at the end, you got to say cut, not ak or something like that. Okay.
Verse 8. La. Bath. Pariah. La. Wata. Watalak. Ha'ai. Lama. Wata. Kwa. Ra'a. Ath. Am. Hayalad. Verse 9. Wata Amar. La. Bath. Pariah. Haya. Laya. Kaya. Ath. Hayalad. Hazah. Waha. Yana. Kwa. Hawa. Laya. Wa'a. Naya. Athan. Ath. Shakara. Wata Kwak. Ha'a Sha. Haya Lad. Wata Naya Kwa Hawa.
The last one.
Verse 10. Waya Gadal. Haya Lad. Ba'a Hawa. Labath. Pariah. Waya Haya. La. But Laban. Wata Kwa Ra'a. Shamawa. Masha. Wata Omar. Kaya. Man. Hamayam, Masha, Ya, the Hawa,
Try this one. Ma Shayathawa.
Shayatahawa.
That pause gives you the juice to say the rest of the word in one breath almost. But yeah. Most High in Christ. Good job. I'll go back to the English.
In the English, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 4. And his sister stood afar off to with what would be done to him. Verse 5. And the daughter of Pharaoh came down to wash herself at the river, and her maidens walked along by the river's side.
So this is what you were talking about earlier. So somebody was with the baby the whole time. The sister of Moses kind of watched the baby get drifted off. Okay, Most High in Christ. So the Levite mama, raised them for 3 months, and then they couldn't hide them no more. He made a little makeshift, what you call it?
Boat.
Yeah, boat for the baby, and they kind of shipped them with flags. And then the sister watched. She kind of was on some Splinter Cell type stuff, like not Splinter Cell, but you know, some she was like a little ninja or whatever, not ninja, but she was just making sure her brother was all right, making sure as the baby drifted away. I mean, there's little she could really do. Like if some guards had found the baby, like, yo, we gotta kill this baby. Then all she could do is report my brother's been unalive. But she did her best. So her sister was there, but the daughter of Pharaoh was the one that happened to find the baby. We're gonna see that what the daughter of Pharaoh wants to do with this baby. Keep going.
Verse 5. And the daughter of Pharaoh came down to wash herself at the river, and her maidens walked along by the riverside. And when she saw the ark among the flags, she sent her maid to fetch it. Verse 6. And when she had opened it, she saw the child, and behold, the babe wept. And she had compassion on him and said, this is one of the Hebrew children. Verse 7. Then said his daughter to Pharaoh's daughter, shall I go? Oh, then said his sister to Pharaoh's daughter, shall I go and call to thee a nurse of the Hebrew women, that she may nurse out for thee?
That's what's it called? That guile. It's guile, but it's this is a dove. What's it? Harmless as a dove. She's using that guile right there. She knows it's her brother, but she's like, yo, you want this baby? Yeah, let's get this baby healthy. You know what I'm saying? I can't think of the right word. Subtlety. Just that subtlety. Moses right here. You know what I'm saying? Making sure our brother's straight. And you like the baby? Yeah, let's. She's not gonna say, oh yeah, that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? We shipped him so he wouldn't die. Then you know that be shooting herself in the foot. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 8. And Pharaoh's daughter said to her, go. And the maid went and caught the child's mother. Verse 9. And Pharaoh's daughter said unto her, take this child away and nurse it for me, and I will give thee thy wages. And the woman took the child and nursed it.
Yeah. We read 10.
Yeah.
Go ahead. We
Verse 10. And she brought him unto Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. And she called his name Moses, and she said, because I drew him out of the water.
Mm-hmm. So Moses was a Hebrew that grew up in a heathen household because it was either that. It's one of those situations where it was that because his parents loved him. You know what I'm saying? He was adopted because it was either adoption, or, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It wasn't because of a situation where his family, his parents were deadbeats and so they threw him away. they kind of was subtile and, you know what I'm saying, tried to use guile and the best of their ability so that Moses would survive. And Moses did survive. His name wasn't Moses, but he became Moses. But he grew up knowing he was a Hebrew under a heathen roof. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm gonna get into that on our next break, not next class. We got one more breakdown. We're gonna go to the Hebrew one more time and back to the English. You got something? Go ahead.
It's just crazy how you see that the Lord's hand was in the midst of all of this, because how the Pharaoh, he first ordered the decree to like kill all them, and Moses was one of the babies that escaped and wasn't unalived, and then like the way it was set up to where his sister was watching for him, like when he was found by the daughter, and then in the midst of all that, his mother still raised him, you know, and teach him his culture, and she get paid to do it.
Hold on, let's go back on that.
In verse 9, I'll read verse 9. It say, and Pharaoh's daughter said unto her, take this child away and nurse it for me, and I will give thee thy wages.
So let's go up to 8.
Verse 8, and Pharaoh's daughter said to her, go. And the maid went and caught the child's mother.
Okay, so the maid got the child's mother. Yeah. That's a good catch right there. So the maid, I was reading it with you. I'm thinking the maid was raising the child for the Pharaoh, but the maid got the child's mother to, you know what I'm saying, raise the child for Pharaoh's daughter.
No, the
maid got mother.
Yeah.
So the mother was, all the maid did was get the mother. Yeah. I thought the maid was raising the child for Pharaoh, but for Pharaoh's daughter. The maid got the mother, so pretty much the mom that shipped her baby off in the river ended up getting her baby back. Yeah. I mean, her baby, she knows her baby doesn't belong to her in the end because she's gonna eventually have to give it back to Pharaoh's daughter. But she's doing what she pretty much she's taking care of her son and what she already wants. That's a good catch right there. That's all the work of the Most High. Yeah. And even to go deeper on that, most, you know what I'm saying, the gears within the gears. So when Moses grow up and see the oppression of his people, he gonna know I wasn't even supposed to be here. Yeah. Y'all oppressing my people so much that I'm here on a whim. Yeah. Hell yeah, I want to serve the Lord. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's how Moses is gonna think. Most High in Christ. So good shit for that. I mean, good break, good call on that. But where we at? We had 10. So we going back to the Hebrew. Yeah, we just finished 10. You got anything out? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go back to the Hebrew and we're gonna pretty much break down. Hold on, I had something. I was gonna say something. I could pass. We all good. Yeah, let's go back to the Hebrew.
In the Hebrew, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 11. Why ya haya? But oh yeah, but ya my haham. Why ya gadal masha. Why ya tazaa all ak yawa. Waya ra'a basa balatham. Waya ra'a ayash matazaria Makah Ayasha Ibar I bar ya. That's how you say it.
Give me a second. You had 19.
No, I'm at 11.
You got 11.
At the bottom, the second to last word.
I bar ya.
I bar ya.
Uh-huh.
I bar ya. My ak yawa.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 12. Why yapan ka waka waya ra'a kaya ayan I yasha
Ayash.
ayash wayak as ha matazaria waya tama na hawa baka wa
Bakhwa.
bakawa. Verse 13. Waya taza'a bayawan hasha naya wahana shanya ana shayam abarium
Mm-hmm.
na tazayam wa ya amar la lara arashai lama the ka ra'ik
Raika.
ra'aka waya amar maya shmak la yasha shar washa pata washapat ila yana
I love you.
I love you Noah hala hara ga ganai Aitha Amar Kashar Haragat Ath Ha Matazariah Ha Yaya Ra Masha Waya Mar Akan Na Nawadai Hadabar.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 15.
Got 5 more.
Waya Shamai Pariah Ath Hadabar Hazah.
Or you want to stop here and then do.
No, I can't.
Okay, for sure.
Waya Ba Kwasha Laha Lahara Ath Masha Waya Masha Mapa Mapanya Pariah Shab, Baratza, Madayan, Shab, R, Haba R. Verse 16. Wala Kahan, Madayan, that's Shabai, Ba, Ba, Banawath, Wata, Ba'ana, Wata, Da, Lana, Wata, Mala, Na, Ath, Hara, Hatayam, Laha, Shakwa, Wath, Tazaan, Yahan. Verse 17. Waya Ba'awa, Hara Ayan, Waya Gara, Waya Kwam, Masha, Waya Wa Sha'an, Waya Shak, Ath, Taza Anam. Verse 18. Wata Ba'a Na, All, Ra'ai Wa All, Abba Yahan, Wa Yamar, Madawai, Maharathan, Ba'i, Hayawan. Verse 19. Wata Maran, Ayash, Matazariah, Hataza Yala Nawa, Mayad, Hara Ayam, Wagam, Dala, La Nawa, Waya Shak, Ath, Tazaan. Verse 20. Waya Amar, All,
Banath.
Banath
Yawa.
Yawa, Yawa, Ma, Sa, Isa, Batan, Ath, Yasha, Ayash, Kwa Ra'an, Lawa, Waya Akal, Akam.
Good show. Most High in Christ, huh?
That's it.
That's it. that's necessary, but I want to do it anyway, man. Brother doing excellent. Brother already knows it. He going hard. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to the English.
We at 11. Yeah, we was at 11. Okay. Okay, yeah. In the English, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 2, verse 11. And it came to pass in those days when Moses was, that he went out unto his brethren and looked on their burdens, and he spied an Egyptian smiting an Hebrew, one of his brethren. Verse 12. And he looked this way and that way. And when he saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptian and hid him in the sand.
So pretty much Moses, you know what I'm saying? Moses was a YN. You know what I'm saying? He saw his brothers, one of his boys getting done dirty by the law.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't even the law. It wasn't even the law. It was just the Egyptian.
Yeah.
So it was just the heathen. I don't want to necessarily call the heathen the ops, but I can say that. Okay, okay, kind, okay. So he saw his brother getting hit by the ops. So what did he do? He retaliated. Then and I mean, this particular case, he had the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? Now there's some instances where, and when you see your brother being done in a matter let's just look back for a little bit. The George Floyd incident, the brother that videotaped George Floyd. So if the brother that was videotaping George Floyd pulled the knife out, you know what I'm saying, shanking, I'm saying that would be the Holy Spirit. As wrong as that sounds, like he just pulled a knife out, like shaking officer. There had to be a more civilized way. That's true. There could be a more civilized way, but that love that you got for your brother, that make passion, that's the Holy Spirit, bro. That's the stuff that the Most High sees. He wants you to love your brother so that, you know what I'm saying, he don't want you to not know what to do and pull a knife out and start shanking people. He wants you to move with some wisdom, but he wants your soul. He wants that oppression to make you mad. He wants you to love your brother to the point where you ready to shank somebody for your brother. That's the Holy Spirit, and that's what Moses had. You know what I'm saying? Moses didn't want to see no heathen just sliding on his brother, so he slid on the op. You know, a lot of our brothers and sisters, not sisters, but a lot of our black and brown brothers today, I don't even know, maybe sisters too. That's another story. But black and brown brothers more so, they find themselves behind bars for having the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? For doing something that's righteous, doing something that's against the law, yes, but righteous, yes, indeed. You know what I'm saying? Indeed. For beating up an oppressor that was laying his hands on a sister, that raped a little child, it's like sexually abused a little child. So you're gonna beat him with a bat. Yeah, you doing time, but you had the Lord is gonna be with you. That you had the Holy Spirit when you did that. I'm not saying go commit crimes. I'm calling you a camp leader. I'm saying be wise. Harmless as a serpent, wise as a dove. The Lord sees what if you stand up for something that's righteous, the Lord sees that. Yeah, my bad. Wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. Salaki, the water. Wise as a serpent. Yeah, I said it right. Most High Christ. You got something? Most High Christ. Let's finish this out real quick. Let's see what happens when Moses slides on the ops.
Verse 13. And when he went out the second day, behold, 2 men of the Hebrews strode together. And he said the wrong, wherefore smitest thou thy fellow? Verse 14. And he said, Who made thee a prince and a judge over us? Intendest thou to kill me as thou killedst the Egyptian? And Moses feared and said, surely this thing is known.
Oh, so we gotta reread that just for me, low key. So let's read 13 over again. So 12 says that 12 is when he did the deed. He smited the Egyptian and buried him in the sand. Let's go.
Verse 13. And when he went out the second day, behold, two men of the Hebrews strode together. And he said to them that did the wrong, wherefore smitest thou thy fellow?
So he said to him that did the wrong. So one of the Hebrews said to him that wrong. Him that did the wrong is Moses, right?
No.
Okay, what is it? Break this down for me.
It's saying like the two men, the Hebrews, they strode together, which means they would fight. And he came and said to them that did the wrong, wherefore smitest thou thy fellow?
So strove together means fighting. That's most high in Christ. I'm glad. See that's what we need. I want to give that a hand, bro. I was reading out all wrong because of that one little word, strove. The brother just broke it down. Strove means fight. You know what I'm saying? For lack of time, we're gonna go with that. Now we got enough time. I'm gonna still look it up just because that's what we do. Strove, dictionary definition.
That sounds like Simeon Levi.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So strove is past tense for strive. And strive is make great efforts to achieve or obtain. That's the first definition. Or the second definition is struggle or fight great vigorously. So just like the brother said, the brother was they were fighting. And so two Hebrews were fighting. That's what we do in the UPK. We don't assume. That's why our doctrine is undefeated. Because we don't do what I was just doing and just saying, I think I know what that word means. The men above us, you know what I'm saying, they developed this doctrine. They didn't develop this doctrine. This doctrine was here because it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? We look up the words, we do the research, we do what needs to be done to prove that what we're saying is the truth and what's been in the Bible. But yeah, let's go back to the scriptures. No, I'm rambling. Salakia.
Verse 14. And he said, who made thee a prince and a judge over us? Intendest thou to kill me as thou killedst the Egyptian? And Moses feared and said, surely this thing is known.
Okay, so pretty much the kind of put Josh in a little bit like, you gonna kill us like you did the ops. They may have been hard on them, they may have been cool with him, but the fact that it was known that he killed them ops was the big thing. Like he thought he buried them in the sand, and most people know about that. Like, oh snap! And then the next one, do we go to the next one?
Verse 15.
Yeah, we go all the way to 20. Most high in Christ.
Okay. Verse 15. Now when Pharaoh heard this thing, he sought to slay Moses. But Moses fled from the face of Pharaoh and dwelt in the land of Midian as he sat down by a well.
So Moses had to get away. That's what he did. That's when he found out that it was well known, and when Pharaoh was, Moses had to get away. So Moses started off, you know what I'm saying? People know Moses. People think of Moses. Oh, Moses was he was the leader of Israel. He was cool with the pharaohs and with whatever Israelite. He was the speaker to Pharaoh for the Israelites. Moses started off as a YN on the run. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So don't be so hard on your brother when, you know what I'm saying, he got a record or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what I mean. If you don't know, then don't be a judge. Don't prejudge the brother, you know what I'm saying, just for having an affliction with the law. Go ahead.
Yeah, if I could. Christ had a warrant too.
Damn right. You know what I'm saying? The law, if I could, bro, the laws that tell us, the so-called tell us if we're a good or a bad person, those laws are the oppressor's laws. That's what the oppressor thinks of us. Yeah. And really, the oppressor knows the truth about us, the oppressor knows we the salt of the earth, we the best people on the earth, that this earth is supposed to be ran by us. So really, these laws are what the oppressor wants us to think about ourselves. It's a brain. It's like what's that movie when they were dreaming a dream? Inception.
Oh yeah.
Like this is like the oppressor's oppression. It's like Inception, man. There's levels to it. He knows the truth. He wants us to hate ourselves, man. He not only hates us, but he hates us through he hates us through making us hate ourselves. If it's making it, I'm not trying to get too deep with it, but the white man is the devil. The Bible speaks. The oppressor is the devil. The white man is the Edomite. The Edomite is the Esau, or the child of Esau. And then, you know what I'm saying, we judge with Genesis. You know what I'm saying? The children, Esau and the children of Esau are the devil the Bible speaks of. They're the oppressors. And the oppressor is the devil the Bible speaks of. I could just break that down.
I mean, Jeremiah might be dropping some hard R's in the class. So I think we should be getting.
He's almost like already. So Moses was on the run, man. Moses had to get out of Pharaoh was after that boy. So he had to get out of there. So Moses goes to the land of Midian, which is like another heathen area around Egypt, kind of. One of these, I'm gonna bring a map, because I have the map on my computer at the crib. So I'm gonna try to get that boy printed out, and I'm gonna bring it to the Sabbath next week. I'm gonna put it on the screen, and I'm point the point out on the map. But where Midian, where Goshen, and where Egypt are, all around, close in that African area, and where they came from. You know what I'm saying? Where the land of Canaan is, where the land of I'm gonna point all these out on the map next Sabbath. But right now, you know what I'm saying, Moses had to get out of that jam. He went to Midian. Keep going.
Verse 16. Now the priest of Midian had 7 daughters, and they came and drew water and filled their troughs to water their father's flock. Verse 17. And the shepherds came and drove them away. But Moses stood up and helped them and watered their flock.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 18. And when they came to Reuel, their father, he said, how is it that ye are come so soon today? Verse 19. And they said, an Egyptian delivered us out of the hand of the shepherds, and also drew water enough for us, and watered the flock. Verse 20. And he said unto his daughters, and where is he? And why is it that ye have left the man? Call him that he may eat bread.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Most High in Christ. Pretty much right now, we ending off today with Moses. He in the land of Midian, and he dealing with these priest daughters. You know what I'm saying? Another spoilers in my classes. He's gonna end up marrying one of these daughters, so that's gonna be his first wife. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Moses is in the land of Midian, so that's what we're gonna pick up next week at Exodus 2 and 21. Christ. Thank for joining us. I came out Aquasian and Adawanium. We're gonna close with that. We're gonna close with these prayers. So with that, which means to stand. Let me get a horn blast. So don't close it yet. Let me get a horn blast.
La Yashala.
La Yashala. Now close it. Let me get another blast. You're gonna have to do one more after that. Let me pick it up.
Okay.
We should be good with that. No more hard blasts. Yeah. So we're gonna salute the Torah. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat Yah.
Yahweh Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabrak Yah.
All right. And we now got to get into the prayers. Sar, which means to turn and face east.
This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Quadash.
Quadash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malak with Ka.
Malak with Ka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazayka.
Ratazayka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Baratazah.
Baratazah.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Lathamnanaw.
Lathamnanaw. Lacham.
Call.
Call.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalaknanaw.
Wasalaknaw.
Kabawafnaw.
Kabawafnaw. Kasalaknaw. Kabawathinaw. Wala'ah. Taba'aynaw. Banasayawan. Abal. Hawashayanaw. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwath. Wahala. Watha Para. Wa'awalamyam. Aman. In the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Sorry. I'm going to face the front. I'll put the scroll down. You move that. I want everybody to keep standing. I don't want the sisters to sit down. I'm going to get that together. There has to be a right way to do that. I don't like the sisters just sit down for 2 seconds. So I'm going to find out the right way to do that. But we're going to give a courtesy salute to the brothers, men of Israel. Amadim Shabbat. Amadim Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat. Sorry, turn face sisters. We're going to give a courtesy salute to men of Israel. Amadim Shabbat. Amadim, Barak, Yahweh Shemar Atam B'Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yadita, class dismissed.